Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be another story time. I love story time so much. My favorite YouTuber, one of them, is emαιℓ, and she does amazing story times. If you're not subscribed to her, she's queen. And also Trisha Paytas, she does some story times sometimes, and I love them, so yeah. So this story time is about the time that I got harassed by a teacher and bullied by a kid, almost got into a fight. So I love this story because this shows how the school system is, or the teachers in the school system are. A lot of them are like this, and also kind of things that have happened. This is not the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Trust me, that's not the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Anyways, but this is just a fun story and I just want to tell it. So anyways, if you want to go ahead and keep on watching, go ahead. So this is a story that takes place in middle school. In middle school, I lost my virginity. I had a first kiss with a boy. I made out with a guy in a movie theater. It was a whole lot. Like, I was so extra. I was so messy. I was so like, oh, I was just like craving dick. Looking back on it now, I was very, very stupid. I regretted even having sex. I regretted a lot of those relationships that I had in middle school. I regret some relationships that I had in high school. But of course, all of that makes you learn, so that's okay. So this story takes place in, what is it? Oh yeah, history class. This story takes place in history class with my teacher, Coach Compton. I don't mind saying his name because he was a terrible teacher, and he just needs to be called out for this, you know? Do I know him now? No. No, I don't. I know that he was homophobic. I already know that because he treated me like absolute shit even before I actually, like, came for his wigs, you know? Like, he was actually a great looking teacher. I don't mind his looks. I'm not going to clock him for his looks. He was actually very, very attractive, you know? And you expect attractive teachers to be very, very nice. Nope. For my standards, of course. But anyways, he's attractive in my standards. Anyways, so we have some beef in the middle of the year. I start getting really bad, like, reports and, like, test grades and, like, things. And what I would do, because he wouldn't really teach us, he would actually talk about football the whole time. He was a football coach, yes. He was a history teacher that was a football coach. This is something that happens, I think, everywhere, but in Texas, there's always that one. But in my high school, every single history teacher that is male, except for one, my history teacher, Mr. Davis, he was amazing. I loved him. They're all football coaches. So it's kind of fucking annoying. It's really fucking annoying whenever you get a football coach for a history teacher. It's so fucking annoying because they don't know how to teach. Most of them, at least. So this guy, he would just talk about football and he would get off subject. He wouldn't talk about history. He didn't tell us to take notes or anything. He didn't tell us to take notes. We didn't have to take notes. And we didn't know at the time that we needed to take notes, you know? Or at least I didn't, because I was fucking stupid as hell back then anyways. So he would get off subject, and I would actually clock him for it, and I would be like, hey, isn't this, like, history class? Are we supposed to learn about history? How about we go ahead and do that? And I would be a little sassy with him. I'm not gonna lie. I was really, really sassy with him, and I knew kind of why he did this, but he needs to be a teacher, you know? I don't want you to be talking about football all the time. Don't get me wrong, I actually like football, I like baseball, I like all of that shit. But you know what, guess what? You need to actually do your job. So, he wasn't doing his job, and I fought him for that, and he honestly did not like me after that. After that, several occurrences, and he would actually be angry towards me. Like, and whenever I raised my hand to do something, he would literally just ignore me, like he did not like me. Partly because I think he's homophobic, and also because I did all that shit. And what I would do is, if I got like a bad test grade, I would write, thanks to your teaching, on the test. And I used to do that to every single one of my tests. And no wonder he was really salty, and that's why we were his worst class. I had a lot of enemies in that class. I had this guy, let's call him B. That's his first initial. I had B in that class, which in like 8th grade, he actually called me a faggot in front of all of the class. And the teacher didn't do anything. I don't mind that word. I actually use it sometimes. I don't mind being called that. It's just that, like, I don't really care for the word, but, you know, it's okay. I don't really care if you say it. in front of me. I don't really care, you know? But at the time, I actually did care. And I said, what the fuck did you say to me? And it was this whole fucking fiasco. But this was the year before. So, he just didn't like me. He literally did not like me. At all. For no reason. Like, at all. And that's why me and this guy B, we just don't like each other. He just doesn't talk to me. Whenever, like, he used to pass papers back to me, he used to throw it at me. And he still does. To this day. In my geometry class, he would throw papers at me. Like, get a grip. Like, you're like, how old? Like 16? Like, get over yourself. Anyways, so there was a lot of enemies in that class, except I had a few friends, and there was girls that didn't do shit about any of these situations. Come on. Anyways, and then there was a few guys that actually liked me. They were okay with me. This one in particular, this person I'm about to talk about, is actually, he was really, really cool the whole year. And, yeah, sorry, my eye's twitching. Anyways, he was cool the whole year until this part. So, it is the end of the year. It is May, April. And we are set to partner up and do a worksheet. Because he didn't teach this to us, by the way. Let me go ahead and say this. He didn't teach any of this shit to us. So, it was kind of like hit or miss. Okay, sorry. I had to check the time. Okay. So, it was hit or miss. It was just a big fiasco, you know? So, he got somebody else to hand the papers out because he didn't want to get up from his fucking desk. I don't know why, but he didn't. And he got somebody else to hand the papers out, and then we chose a partner. My partner was this girl. I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to go ahead and call her Stephanie. Might as well. It was either Stephanie or Brittany. Brittany is like my best friend ever. We got baptized together. Okay, we got baptized together, and we were like, we are actually best friends. Like, I call her mom, like, you know, like, she's amazing. But, at the time, I was just like, I don't know about her. Like, I don't know her. Like, I don't know who she is. No, I actually knew who she was, and I loved her. It's just that it was either her or Stephanie, and Stephanie and her did not like each other. They, like, fought. Stephanie's not her real name, by the way. Okay, they would fight, and they didn't like each other at this point, okay? So, I go and sit with Stephanie, and normally I take turns between the two. That's kind of what I did. I took turns. And I was really ghetto, and so was ghetto. No, I was really like ratchet. Let's go ahead and say that, because ghetto means like completely different. Okay, I was really ratchet. So, and Stephanie, I'm not gonna say she's ratchet because she's not. She was actually kind of like bitch, like she was a little extra, you know. And I don't know her now. Like, I don't know what she is now, so I'm not trying to throw shade at her. Anyways. So we sit down and we write our name on the paper and we don't do any work. That's kind of how it went. We do barely any, like the bare minimum of work. Okay, so I'm sitting in the seat and this guy's shit is underneath this seat, you know? And I'm literally like, my feet are on it. Literally on it. I don't know what he has on it, like in it, but he should have moved it for the courtesy of somebody sitting there, you know? But he didn't. I think his name was like, it was some common white boy name, like Brandon or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Or it started with a P. Preston? Something like that. I don't remember his name because he's relevant. But that was shade. I'm sorry. Okay, anyways. So, I have my feet on this, and I'm kind of like, you know, like, I don't know, like kicking my feet a little bit, like kicking it and just, I don't know, because I'm bored as fuck, you know? And, he comes and walks by to get something from his, he walks by, gets something from his monolith of a bag. It was like a big, like, you know, bag for, like, football players, you know, they have those big bags for all their clothes and stuff, and their work. So, I think he was getting a pencil. I don't remember. I think he was getting a pencil. And, what I wanted to do, so he didn't have to, like, actually like reach down into my uterus to go and get his pencil, I scooted it towards him, and he had a problem with that. He said, "Why are you kicking my stuff?" And he got in my... Sorry, my dad came in. Okay, anyways, so he was just like, "Why are you kicking my stuff?" And he got really serious with me, you know? And I was just like, "I'm not kicking your stuff." Like, I was really extra, and I would like do this head bob, and like, "I'm not kicking your stuff." I was, ratchet. So I was getting all like big in his face, and I was doing this number. I was so gay. I'm so sorry for this. Wherever you are, I'm so sorry for this. What a guy, white boy, common, whatever. Okay. Anyways, so I was just like, I'm not kicking your stuff. I was kicking his stuff, like scooting it towards him, And he was just like, don't do all, like, he was mocking me. He was like kind of making fun of me. He was just like, whatever. He was just like, whatever. I'm going back with my friends. And let me go ahead and say, him and his friends were actually making fun of me, and some of these guys that were in his group are literally friends with me now. So, little shade. Anyways, so he goes back and he's talking shit with this guy B. I'm not gonna say his name. It was really, really common white boy name also. This guy B, this other guy with the letter B, this other guy named, let's say R, whatever. They're like kikiing and talking shit. And then Stephanie, she's like, are they talking shit about you? And the teacher is literally like chuckling in the background, like he's watching all of this, and he's like chuckling, he's just like, and he's like doing this, like looking back, and he's laughing his ass off about the confrontation that just happened, and all the confrontations to come, he was laughing his ass off. So I was just like, oh, they talking shit? And then I said, are you talking mess? Because I was still lady. No, I'm joking. I was still like proper. I didn't want to say, are you talking shit, motherfucker? I didn't want to do that right now, So I'm just like, are you talking mess? And he is just like, yeah, so? Or no, actually no. Did he say yeah, so? Or did he say no, so what? I don't remember. It was something of that sort, And I was just like, you know what? Okay, I can talk mess about you. I can talk mess about you. And I was talking shit. I was talking shit to Stephanie. I was talking shit to Brittany. And I was just being extra. I was just being so extra. Brittany's sitting there just like with her popcorn. So it's like Stephanie, she's just like, this is a funny movie, Like she was like that, okay? So then it gets a little more heated. And teacher still laughing his ass off. He is laughing his ass off. He's not stopping any of this shit. He is just laughing his ass off. Had to check the time again. Okay, anyways. So, okay. So he gets up. He's just like, are you talking shit about me now? And then he's just like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I don't need this. Like, you want to meet in the bathroom. I remember this specifically. He was just like, let's fight in the bathroom. Let's go. You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? Like, he was extra too. Like, he was a little messy too. But, I don't mind because I was annoying as fuck back then, And still too, Anyways, so he was just like, you want to fight? You want to go in the bathroom? You want to go to the bathroom? And I was just like, that is such a third grade thing to say. Because I did that stuff in third grade. So I was just like, oh, that's such a third grader thing to say. And then I meant to say what a childish thing to say. Childish things to say. I cannot speak. I'm so sorry. And he was just like, what did he say? What he say? And like, everybody's like, what he say? What he say? What he say? And then it was just heated and everything. I was just like, I'm not even gonna fight you in the bathroom. You wanna fight? You wanna fight now? You wanna fight now? And then the teacher, whenever I'm trying to get at, when I'm like serious, he's laughing his ass off. He's just like he's like that, And he's just getting his life. Okay. Then the bell rings. Like 2 minutes later, the bell rings. I'm just like, I had enough of this shit. And I walk by him, get my shit. And then I sit back down in his seat. And then the bell rings. This is whenever it gets a little more heated. So me, Stephanie, and Brittany's out of it. She's like, fuck off. Like, y'all stupid bitches, Okay, and I'm just like, I'm fucking tired of it, man. I'm literally like causing a scene in the hallway. I'm just like, I'm tired of this shit. Fuck name of the school. Fuck name of the school, name of the town. I'm like, I'm so tired of this shit. This always happens to me, like, blah, 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 blah. And then he was just like, you want to fight? The bathroom's right here. The bathroom's right here. What are you talking about? Were you talking about me? Like, he was, like, getting into it, too. And I was just like, fuck off. I ain't gonna fight your scrawny ass. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fight your scrawny ass. Literally said that. I'm just like, fuck off. Like, go to your class. This ain't your class. And I'm literally outside my science teacher's door. She's not there. She's still in the classroom at this time. I'm like, this ain't your class, go. This ain't your class, go. And then I sit down. I just burped. I sit down. Actually, no. I don't sit down. I go to my table. There we go. And I stand up, and I'm just like, you know what this bitch said? And I say, blah, 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 did this, blah, 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 did this. I say the whole thing to them. And they're just like, that is so fucked up. Oh my god, he is so trash. Like, oh my god, like, I so agree with you. Anyways, this girl, T, this guy, K, and then another girl, I don't remember her name. We're all kicking. I don't really talk to them anymore. So that's why I'm saying initial, initial, and initial. So that I'm just naming them by initials. Okay, so we're kicking and stuff, and my teacher, she comes in clutch later. So okay, she goes and waits by the door because she has to monitor the halls. Okay, she was finishing up what she had to do in the computer, and she was going to monitor the halls. So what happened was this guy tries to go in my classroom. He's trying to pick a fight with me. Now, little did I know that he was just about to move. He was literally, this is last year in this school. And he, apparently, because I never saw him again, but he literally came, tried to come into, I just spit again, tried to come into my classroom to fight me. Now listen here, hold on, I'm just seeing if my battery is not gonna die. Okay, I am a bigger guy. Back then, people thought it was funny to pick a fight with me because I had a really, really high voice and I wasn't that big. Now, bitch, I'm bigger and thicker than I was then. I know how to fight now than I did then. I didn't really know how to fight. I knew how to slap people and like try to hit people. I didn't know, you know? So I would have either lost that fight or won that fight. I don't know. He was a football player, but he was like a little, like, scrawny-ass kid, you know? So he comes in there, and he's just like, what? Like, you know, not like this, but he's just like, what? Like, you know, do not. Then my teacher comes in clutch. She sees that's not her kid. She's just like, whoa, like that. She's like, whoa. You ain't my kid. Like, she's just like, you are not my kid. What are you doing in here? And he's just whining about how I did this, I did that, I did this, and I was just like, this ain't your classroom, go, this ain't your classroom, and I'm literally screaming, this ain't your classroom, bitch, like, I'm literally calling him a bitch and everything, and my teacher is just like, both of y'all, just go to the principal, like, I don't need to deal with this. Okay, so we go and sit down in the principal's office. He's now my principal in high school now, so shouts out to you, Mr. Davis. Okay, anyways. So I am crossing my legs. Oh, shit. I am crossing my legs and just waiting for this bitch to come. He was behind me. He was behind me, but we had to wait. We were literally in the office waiting to go in there. Whatever. And he was, like, on the other side. He was just like... And I was just literally looking at him like, you dumb bitch. Look where you is. I was like, well, look where you is now. Okay, anyways. And then I sit down in the principal's office, cross-legged. He's slowly coming up. Slowly as fuck. Like a damn turtle, bitch. And then he sits down, and then he's just like, and then the principal's like, what happened? And then he just gets me just sitting there quietly. I was actually very, very chill. I wasn't like extra as fuck. I knew this because if I was extra as fuck, and I learned this back in like not middle school, like intermediate school, I learned this. If you're really, really like loud and obnoxious, people won't believe you, you know? He was loud and obnoxious. He was just like, oh, he kicked my bag, I had so much stuff in it, and then he's trying to pick a fight with me, and I was just like, no. You listen to me, principal, don't listen to this, you know? I was just like, I had a high voice, but I'm just doing it in my voice right now. I was just like, listen, his stuff was underneath the desk, and I could not put my feet anywhere. Literally, I was like up on Stephanie's shit, you know? Okay, so I was just like, let me just go ahead and scoot this stuff so I can actually put my damn feet on the ground. Number one, I was lying a little bit, like a lot of it during this spiel, you know? Okay, so I'm just like, I had to scoot that stuff. I had to get my fat ass legs to breathe, you know, because they weren't breathing, you know? And then he comes at me, he is just like, why are you moving my stuff? Why are you doing that? When I was doing all the hand gestures and shit, he hasn't seen me. Like, this is his first impression of me, and that's it. It's ever ingrained into his freaking head. That is that gay boy, you know, that is him. Okay, so I'm just like, blah, 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 and I'm just like, that is what he did, and literally, he was just like, you want to fight? You want to go fight in the bathroom? You want to go fight in the bathroom? I was just like, that is such a childish thing to say, and then he was just like, blah, 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 and he's talking mess to his friends. I was doing none of the sort. That was so trash. Anyways, whatever. This whole explanation, I remember little about the principal's office, but I remember a lot of, like, before it, you know? Okay, and then he is just like, but, like, he's just like, but wait, no, that's a lie, and he was true, he was telling the truth. I was lying my ass off. I didn't want to go to ISS. Fuck that shit. I still haven't gone to ISS. If I ever go to ISS, it's for a good-ass reason. It's because somebody tried me, and then I beat their ass. That's the only reason I would ever go to ISS. Anyways, so he is getting told that he's lying, that he is going to have ISS. He's literally about to move and he has in-school suspension. I won that because I was calm as fuck. So, little rule, if you're calm as fuck in the principal's office, you will get less, okay? Don't be like, oh, he did this, oh my god, like, you can't do that. You really, really can't do that because they will not believe you. I've really learned this because they won't believe you. They'll be like, you need to shut the fuck up and you're getting ISS for being annoying as fuck. Like, that's exactly what they're gonna do. So, that's a little note right there. Okay, so the next day, I heard that from my friend Brittany or from somebody, she was talking to somebody in 4th period and they said, Coach Compton said that if you're in a fight, he will not help you if he doesn't like you. That's why I know he didn't like me. So he even said it. He was just like, I'm not going to help you in a fight if I don't like you. Like, he literally, and he's like laughing and laughing. He was still laughing whenever all this shit was happening. So he told 4th period, I was 3rd period, so he told the next period. And then I was just like, what the fuck? You know, like, that is so fucking rude. I actually told, I think I told the principal about what happened, about what Coach Compton was doing. He was like laughing and he wasn't stopping the whole thing. I think it's because, yeah, I think that's what I said. I don't remember. I really don't. But apparently I did say something to some authority figure and then he got, I don't know, whatever. I like to say that he got fired because of me, but I know he didn't. It's because everybody failed his class. But anyways, the next day everybody's just like, oh, where's Brandon Preston, white boy name, insert here. And I was just like, he's in ISS because I sent him there. I was literally so trash. I was just like, yeah, he's in ISS. I don't need him. I don't need him. Literally, the teacher was just like, where's him? Where's him? Where's him? And I'm just like, he's in ISS, you know. I was like, you know, like, I sent his ass there, and he shouldn't have gone. I should have gone because I was being fucking annoying, and I was causing a scene, you know. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, that was my story time. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Until then, bye.